shower. Now, you know, sometimes buying just a blanket for the baby is $30. And if you're going to a lot of baby showers, that can get rather expensive. So let me show you how, if you do it yourself, how far that $30 can really go. I found this material here. It's fleece. Got a bunch of little kitty cats. It's so pretty. I love it. And I got them upside down. Oh, some are upside down, some are right side. And my daughter really loves cats, so I know that her little girl will too. She's having a girl. So I found this for $3.99. Couldn't believe it. And then I found this here for 5 cents a yard. I had to double ask. I couldn't believe it. 5 cents a yard? Okay, I'm taking it. You always got to shop around. And for babies, you always want softness. So what I did was I doubled it, and then I pinned it. That way when I put my ribbon around it, it'll stay put. And I ironed my ribbon in half. Remember how I told you, always iron, and you'll have a better looking job. So I ironed it right in half. That way when I sew it, I'll be perfect on both sides. Everything will be all right. So this takes care of blankets, and that's pretty easy to make. And the babies always need a lot of them because, you know, they're spitting out, making messes all the time. Okay. So here we got our cats, and we got our frogs, and we have burping cloths. And those are pretty easy. Now this here I found in square pieces. Okay, and for 50 cents. Can't go wrong there. 50 cents a birth cloth. You know how expensive that is. Now it's got a little bit of ruggedness to it so that it can clean up, but yet soft. Gotta have soft. Nothing but softness for babies because their skin is very delicate. Okay. Then we have our bibs. Again, I bought these pieces. These are the same pieces, just like it. 50 cents, and you can get 2 for each 50 cents. So I cut 2 of them out, and what I did was, no paddings needed. I used my cereal bowl. Just cut the circle right there. And then what I did was, you always have your tea cup and a saucer. So I marked my saucer for about 1/3. That makes for the neckline. And I cut that right out. Okay? That's little cheating ways, you know. You don't have to buy patents for everything. And that's one thing you're going to learn a lot with me is I find other ways of doing things so you don't have to buy patents because that's, you know, it's an expense. A lot of people can't afford that. So, then I bought a fleece trim. Okay? Only because the fleece is really, really soft. Makes it easier for tying. Also makes it really a lot easier for sewing. Because you can just bend that, you know, and it forms whichever way. So it's really good when you're going around a curve. And what you need to do is to overlap, like that. When you first put your first piece on. Okay? You just measure it like that. And then overlap. And the reason for overlapping is because when you're done overlapping, you're going to want to take your scissors and cut it like the circle is still going around. And it's important that you do that. You can't just say, okay, that's what I need, and cut it square. You can't do that. It has to go around because you want it to continue going around. Okay? And then when you get over here, only because bibs get washed an awful lot, you don't want none of your work to ever come apart, you back stitch, and then you stitch, continue stitching. Okay? And what you need to do is count how many inches you need to go around here. And it's pretty much double for the tying. Okay? So this took me 18 inches to go around. So I needed 18 for my tie. So you start with 9 inches sewing straight, you know, and then you put your bib right in there, and then you continue sewing, and when you come back around and come to the end, you're going to have another 9 inches, and that's what you need, okay? I've already measured it to make sure it tied up right and everything for little ones. I mean, you know, this is my 5th granddaughter, and I have 2 grandsons. Okay? And the reason we chose blue, even though it's a little girl, and should be all little girl patterns and everything, is because that's her daddy's favorite color. So he's really going to love this. Haven't seen it yet. The baby shower's coming. Okay? So, one thing you always do with all your leftovers, because, you know, see here, my 50 cents, I made 2 of them. You know, double. You can wear them on both sides. Doesn't matter. Okay? What you do with your leftovers, and you know me, I've worked in schools, and all the little leftovers of everything you save, because I do crafts. I've now done crafts in 3 different schools, from grades K to 6, and you'll find some of them in my craft book. But this makes really good pattern for eggs, which Easter is coming up next. So you're going to want to stay tuned to some more of my videos, okay? Because I'll show you what to do with that. And because this is a baby, we'll use some of the Young Hunt. If you haven't checked out his YouTube, he's into woodworking and everything. So we'll use some of his skills along with the leftover pieces of material you see here, and we'll make something really nice to hang on this baby's wall come Easter. So make sure you stay tuned. But always save your leftovers, because there's always crafts you can do. Even the ribbons, everything. You know, especially this because it's green for Christmas. But save all your little odds and ends, because you never know what you're going to make next. Thank you very much. I'm Doris Boyer. Be sure to check out my YouTube, sub me, check out my other videos, and stay tuned for some more sewing and some more handy money-saving tips. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.